Hello there. Welcome into Nutritious Lifestyle. In this video, we're featuring breadfruit. So let's dive into the wonderful benefits of breadfruit, an island favorite, roasted and fried, boiled in your soup or along with your food. Do you know it also has wonderful nutritional benefits, including minerals, vitamins? All right, let's get into this. Breadfruit has been an important staple crop for over 3,000 years. Its starchy texture and flavor is evocative of freshly baked bread. This seedless variety from Polynesia was introduced to the Caribbean by the efforts of Captain William Bligh in the late 1700s. By and large, breadfruit has proven to be a much more significant gift to the Caribbean culture than was originally conceived when the first plants were brought to the Caribbean to feed slaves. The scientific name was derived from three Greek words: artos, which means bread, carpus, which means fruit, and altalis, which means fat. Breadfruit tree grows to a height of 12 to 15 meters, that is about 40 to 50 feet, with a spreading canopy. Leaves averaging a length of 30 centimeters or 1 foot are deeply dissected with 1 to 6 pairs of lobes. The fruits may be oval, oblong, or round, varying in weight, about a half a pound to 10 pounds. The skin may be smooth, rough, or spiny with a light green, yellowish green, or yellow-brown color. Cut open, pulp appears creamy white or pale yellow. So there are yellow breadfruit, yellow heart breadfruit as we know it, and you have white heart breadfruit. Some varieties contain no seeds, while others have many. Breadfruit is mainly carbohydrates, but is also a good source of fiber, potassium, calcium, copper, iron, and magnesium. It contains a small amount of thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, and iron. The yellow-fleshed variety is rich in provitamin A carotenoids, and carotenoids help to combat carcinogens, and carcinogens cause cancer. So here we're learning that breadfruit also helps in the prevention of cancers and the healing of cancerous cells. Breadfruit may be milled into flour, which is rich in lysine and other essential amino acids. Breadfruit is a very important contributor to the food supply in the Caribbean, to the extent that it is compared to bread, a metaphor for indispensable necessities. You can find a breadfruit tree or two growing in almost every yard in Jamaica. Now let us look at some of the culinary uses of breadfruit. As the name suggests, roasted or baked breadfruit is commonly used as a substitute for bread, and we often eat breadfruit and ackee together, which is Jamaica's national food, ackee. It was initially cultivated as a bread substitute, but now is commonly used to replace starchy vegetables, pasta, or rice. Breadfruit can be eaten with anything. The fruit is most often consumed when it is mature, but still firm. Some prefer the fitter breadfruit that's close to roasting stage, and some like it on the younger stage. Oftentimes, people use the younger breadfruit in their soup. Mature fruits may be prepared by roasting. Roast the breadfruit is a tradition you do outside on a wood fire, And you can also roast your breadfruit on the stove. If you check out this channel, you'll see a video for helpful tips on roasting your breadfruit inside in case it rains and you don't have the necessary fuel to roast your breadfruit outside. You can boil your breadfruit. So you boil your breadfruit along with other ground provisions, or you add it to your soups. Steam your breadfruit or baking it. So you steam the breadfruit or bake it. You can wrap it in foil and put it in your stove and bake that breadfruit, almost like roasting it. But the immature fruits are boiled or pickled. Firm or partially ripened fruit may be made into chips or dried into ground flour. And we're seeing breadfruit chips taking the market these days. Many of our local chip companies are introducing breadfruit chips. Okay, and it's very good. So do you know that there's also breadfruit flour? So the breadfruit can be dried and then grounded into flour, which is, some would say, a safer alternative to wheat flour. Ripe fruits are used to make ice cream and punches. I've seen people make breadfruit to make sauces and stews, pancakes, your flatbreads, whatever. You can use this amazing fruit of the Caribbean in. And there are so many different recipes across the internet for that. The flour of the breadfruit is crushed and rubbed on the surrounding of gums if you have toothache, and it provides relief. Did you know that? The flowers of the juice applied as an eardrop is good for edema. A decoction of these slightly yellow leaves helps to reduce blood pressure. However, care should be taken to ensure that pressure does not fall to critical levels. It also relieves asthma and controls diabetes. So nutritional benefits are found in the leaves as well of this plant. That's the ripe leaves. So the fresh leaves, the juice of the fresh leaves make excellent eardrops for ear infections. Crushed leaves are applied to the tongue for fungal diseases such as thrush. Ash of the burnt leaves make a good remedy for skin infections, while powder of roasted leaves applied over enlarged spleens reduces the size of the spleen. The sap from the stem of the leaves is also very good in use as an eardrop to prevent ear infections and to treat ear infections, and a healing remedy for sore eyes. The latex or gum of the breadfruit, when diluted, makes a good remedy for diarrhea, stomach ache, and dysentery. So you can use the breadfruit latex externally, and it helps to relieve spinal pain. And if you rub it onto the skin, it is effective against skin diseases. For broken bones and sprains, latex is gently massaged into the skin. So the breadfruit has a sticky thing. The gum from the breadfruit, when we were children, we used to use this gum to mend up our kites. You know, because when kite season comes around, when we have kite season in Jamaica, I can remember as a child going to our breadfruit tree, and looking back, we would say this wasn't the nicest thing to do to the tree, but we would slash the tree and allow it to bleed out the gum, and that is what we would use as a sort of a glue to make our kites from scratch. The bark of the breadfruit tree. Using a decoction of the bark is a good remedy for headache. A decoction of the root of the breadfruit tree is purgative. However, macerated and made into a pulse, it is good for skin ailments. The leaves, barks, roots are good remedy for liver diseases and fevers. So you know some more interesting facts about the breadfruit, let me share with you some of the other nutritional benefits. Breadfruit produces, within breadfruit you can find energy. Like when you drink your Red Bull, yes, when you eat breadfruit, you get energy in that, like natural energy sources. Carbohydrates, protein, and it has fat. Also a good source of fiber. I know fiber is good for your stomach, helps you to feel full faster, helps your intestinal tracts to keep clean and clear. Breadfruit has vitamins like thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B5, vitamin B6, folates, and vitamin C. There's also electrolyte potassium in breadfruit. And let's talk about the minerals. Calcium, copper, iron, magnesium, manganese, phosphorus. So the next time you look at a breadfruit tree, be sure to see it with brand new eyes. The fruits hanging from the tree, as well as the entire tree itself, is filled with nutritional benefits, gonna help you to feel full. And it's also healing remedies for your skin, can be used externally and internally for other ailments. Wonderful fruit given by the heavens. Credits of this video goes to the book In My Backyard by the Riley family. So get your copy. Much love. Thank you for listening. Do remember to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and I'll see you then. Until then, of course, keep on living your nutritious lifestyle. Eat well, walk good. Much love to you.